Hey everybody, today I'm going to be doing a quick unboxing of my newest Mighty Hoop to add to my Mighty Hoop wall. And I'm also going to be talking about when it might be time to add a second Mighty Hoop to your collection to maximize your efficiency. Stay tuned. Like I said, in here is going to be my next addition to my Mighty Hoop collection. To ruin the surprise for you guys a little bit, it's not going to be a new size, it's actually going to be a duplicate of one that I currently have. This is because I did get a large order of a design that requires one of the hoops I currently have, and in order to run both my machines at the same time, I did want to get a second hoop. This is going to allow me to maximize my efficiency by having both machines running at the same time. If I wanted to, I can maximize the efficiency even more by getting maybe even a third or a fourth hoop. This would allow me to get one or two more hoops ready while these are sewing out, so once these are complete, I can switch them out quickly while I get the next one ready. So that way it really minimizes the downtime. The only one I have 4 hoops of is the 5.5 by 5.5 inch Mighty Hoop. That's because that is the one I use the most often for my business. However, if you're doing different things or depending on the designs that you do, you might want to have multiples of other size hoops. But for me, it only made sense to get 4 of the 5.5 by 5.5s for now at least. If I grow or I see myself doing other designs, I might get multiple of other hoops as well. Even if you have a single head multi-needle machine, if you are finding yourself with a lot of downtime, you might consider buying a second hoop of the same size as something that you use a lot. So for me, that's the biggest reason I consider buying a second hoop, depending on the project, how often I use the hoop, and will it increase the efficiency for when I'm doing these projects. But with all that out of the way, that's the main reason why I am getting a second hoop. For now, let's go ahead and jump into the boxing. I just want to show you guys what you can expect when you purchase a Mighty Hoop. All right, like I mentioned, this is my newest Mighty Hoop, so let's get it out of here and get it set up. Most of the time when I do order one from them, it does come in this nice little box. And then once you get in, there's a bunch of just protective cardboard here. And of course, then you get the Mighty Hoop. So for my newest Mighty Hoop, this is the 4.25 by 13 inch horizontal Mighty Hoop. This is perfect for doing a lot of simple chest designs that cover the chest or the upper back, like a name across the back or something like that. With the Mighty Hoop, as you can see, it does obviously come with the top and bottom frame. However, the top frame does not have the brackets on. That is because you do have to put them on yourself. But they are included and well packaged with a little bit of styrofoam. For my machine, the brackets on either side are a little bit different, so it's good to know which side goes on which. For me, I'm gonna put them like this. If you notice, these bracket arms do have a little bit of a bend on it, so make sure you have it oriented correctly depending on what machine you have. And then the last thing we have here is gonna be the little bag of screws and nuts. Should be 3 for either side. So it looks like we do have the perfect amount here, so make sure not to lose any of these. In order to get this installed, let me clear out my area real quick. All right, so we do have our 2 brackets here. I'm gonna do one side at a time, starting with this one on the right. And for each side, I need 3 screws and 3 nuts, my screwdriver, as well as my ratchet. First thing I'm going to point out, depending on the hoop that you get, some of these have countersunk holes. For example, this one does, where these screws themselves are actually countersunk. So when they go into the hole, it is flush. That means the screw is going to stick out up the top here. When you get the bracket on, you're just going to be placing the nut on top. So that's how you know which side to put these on. It is very straightforward. What I like to do is just get one on there finger tight. That way it's just going to hold the bracket in place like so. And then I have an extra hand to get the other ones on. All right, so it is pretty straightforward and quick and easy to get these on. But you do, of course, want to get these tightened down because the last thing you want is a bunch of rattling or for one of these bracket arms to fall off while you are embroidering. So what I'm going to do here is basically take the screwdriver, place it into the screw on the underside here, just so the screw doesn't rotate, and then take my ratchet and tighten it from the top side. And then, of course, go ahead and do that to all 3 screws. Perfect. Once you get that on, it is tight, it is good to go. You're not going to have any issues of this falling off. You just got to do it on the other side. So let me do that real quick and then we are done. And like that, the hoop is done, ready to go. Of course, don't forget the bottom hoop. But once you have everything set up, it's very straightforward, very easy. And of course, you only need to do it once when you get it. This is ready to go to maximize your efficiency. All right, so there you go. That is the unboxing of what you would expect to get when you are purchasing a Mighty Hoop. Whether it's your first one, 5th one, or 100th hoop, they're very consistent and you know what to expect, but it's always a good feeling to get your newest hoop and add it to your collection. As for the reason why it does make sense to consider purchasing a second hoop or third hoop or an additional hoop is mainly for efficiency, at least for me. It allows me to either one, run both machines at the same time, or get the second hoop ready while the first one's running and I can just rotate those as I need to. Regardless, that's enough talking from me. I have to go ahead and get this order done. So I hope you guys found this video entertaining, maybe even a little bit educational. But either way, I hope you guys have a great day. Take care.